If you're looking to going to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party in 2026, there's a lot happening in just the 5 hours during the party. And when tickets cost more than $200 per person, you really don't want to show up without a plan. So today I'm bringing down everything you need to know, what's included, and what's new for 2026. And most importantly, a few decisions I think you need to know before you plan your party this year. Hi, I'm Christina from Let's Make Memories Travel. We've been visiting theme parks for over 10 years. And I love helping families figure out how to plan their trip better, avoid some of the mistakes we've made, and decide what's actually worth spending their money on. So let's get into everything you need to know for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. First off, you might be asking, what is Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party? Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is a separated ticketed event held at the Magic Kingdom. For 2026, the party takes place on select dates from August 7th through Halloween night. The official party runs from 7 p.m. until midnight, but your party ticket allows you to get into the Magic Kingdom starting at 4 p.m. So technically that gives you 8 hours inside Magic Kingdom with just this party ticket. So if you're planning to arrive at 4 p.m., you don't need a day ticket for the Magic Kingdom. You can just get in with your party ticket. So tickets for this event are going to range between $119 and $229 plus tax per person, depending on the date that your family is planning to attend. Disney does limit the amount of tickets being sold to this event, and some dates will sell out, especially the first couple of days and the days closer to and Halloween. So make sure once you decide which day is going to work best for your family that you book those tickets as soon as possible to make sure you get them before they sell out. Mickey's Boo to You Parade. I adore this parade. It is always my must-do at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. The things that I love about this parade is A, it has a catchy song, Boo to You. I'll spare you. But I do love the parade music. I like the characters you get to see. You get to see villains you don't typically see. You have the hitchhiking ghost, the bride from the Haunted Mansion will be going through. I think you have Ursula. And then like the best part is like in the beginning of the parade, you have the Headless Horseman like opening the parade for us. It is really one of my favorite things. And like even when we aren't at the party or we can't go that year, we watch the parade a lot of times from the different live streamers on YouTube. Like the whole parade to me just screams Halloween at Disney, and it's just, I love it. So for the parade, Disney has confirmed that the first parade will begin around 8:15 every night. There will be 2 parades. If you have younger children or you know you're gonna not stay until later into the night and probably will be leaving early, I would definitely do the first parade. And then if you don't have younger children and you do plan to stay until closing, I would hit up the second parade because it's typically not as busy or as crowded as the first one. And just a side note to throw in there, when I say typically not as crowded, even though this is a limited ticket event, it's still very busy. Like I think that was one of the things I was most surprised for the first time we went, how busy the park still is, even though it is limited ticketed event. All right, and then you have the Disney's Not So Spooky Spectacular. This is a Halloween fireworks show hosted by Jack Skeleton, and Mickey and friends show up. There's the fireworks. There will be projections on the castle. And unlike the parade, you generally only get one opportunity to see this fireworks show during the night. When we went last, we honestly forgot about the fireworks show because we just got so absorbed in everything we were seeing. And we came in right as it was starting, so we didn't have a great spot to be able to see the stage. But if you're more concerned with just the fireworks and the projections, it'll be similar to like Happily Ever After. You can basically get a good spot anywhere in that main hub, just see the fireworks and the projections. My husband, like most fathers, held my daughter up so she could get a better view. I couldn't personally see the stage because I am short and couldn't see over the people in front of me, but I just enjoyed the fireworks. So if you're there to enjoy the fireworks, I don't know that I would make a priority to sit and hold a spot, but It really depends on your priority. There's also the Hocus Pocus Villain Spectacular. On the Cinderella stage, you have the Sanderson sisters with the different Disney villains. This is a fun show, especially if you love the Sanderson sisters or Disney villains. I would make sure to check the show schedule to know what time it'll be available. When you do walk in, they'll have paper pamphlets that'll tell you the exact times, and I think you'll be able to see it on the My Disney app. All right, what's new for 2026? Disney has announced that Stitch will be hosting a dance party in Tomorrowland with Angel and Lilo. So in this, Stitch is going to get into Leo's costume trunk, and the theme to the party changes throughout the night depending on the costume and the accessory he's trying on. So that will be cute. The Cadaver Dans are also returning. They'll be around singing throughout the park. And as we get closer to the party, I'm sure Disney will continue giving us more details, especially around the specialty food, the merchandise, and PhotoPass spots. All right, now let's talk about the character meet and greets. So this is another area that I feel like your family really needs to decide on if this is most important for you. Disney has highlighted characters that'll be available as Jack and Sally, Mickey and Minnie together in their Halloween costumes, Winnie the Pooh in his Bumblebee costume, couples like Ariel and Eric, Aladdin and Jasmine, and plus other characters and villains throughout the event. A lot of these character interactions are going to have significant wait times. So if there is a character that you're saying this is the reason I'm coming to this event, then I would definitely make sure that meet and greet is a priority for you. For me personally, the last time we went, our daughter was really big into Nightmare Before Christmas, so she loved Jack and Sally, and she wore like a cute little Jack and Sally dress. But the meet and greet was over 2 hours long, and I knew she would not stand in that line at her age. So in the end, we ended up skipping it. Instead, we happened to go into the regular princesses meet and greets that's open during the daytime. There was nobody in line, and she wanted to meet some characters, and she loved it. The princesses spent a lot of time with her because nobody else was there, and she really enjoyed it. They sat and talked with her, and like I have video, like one of them's fixing her bow on her dress, and Cinderella was talking to her about her hair and telling her what the mice had been up to, and she loved it. And honestly, that ended up being one of our favorite memories from Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, even though it's not truly part of the party. It's a regular entertainment option. So I don't think there's a perfect itinerary for every family. I think it's truly going to depend on what your family enjoys. There is trick-or-treating option. Another huge part of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is when you walk in, they'll give you a treat bag. There's one for every ticketed guest. And throughout the park, I think Disney said there will be 12 different trick-or-treating. So you'll walk through the different venues, and they give you like handfuls of candy in your treat bags. You end up leaving with so much candy. And like, we're not big candy people, even though it is really good candy. I think it's like M&Ms and Snickers and different things like that. So we ate what we wanted, and we ended up donating the rest to like a local school. It's not one of our top priorities when we go. If your kids love trick-or-treating, it is a great opportunity to get a lot of candy. There is also a few attraction overlays this year. So for 2026, Disney has confirmed that Space Mountain will be completely black, and there'll be spooky music playing. And then the teacups, the Mad Tea Party, the spinning teacups are gonna have like lighting overlay. We didn't spend a lot of time on the rides that are open during the regular day that didn't have an overlay. We did ride Pirates when we went, but they were still doing the Pirates in the attraction, like interacting with guests. And I'm so sad that Disney is not doing that anymore. I really wish they would. I know they announced that Jack is gonna have some kind of meet and greet party thing outside of the Pirates of the Caribbean, but there's not a lot of details yet on what that's gonna look like. Another fun thing about Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is you can dress up. Costumes are allowed, but Disney does have specific costume guidelines on what you can and cannot wear. So I would make sure to visit their website to see what is and what is not allowed. Also, one thing that I would keep in mind around costumes is it's going to be hot. And honestly, if you're not into costumes, not everybody is dressed up. We didn't even know that was a thing the first time we went, and we still had a great time. It was fun seeing all the different costumes, and our daughter was like, she had on a cute Jack and Sally dress, but I mean, don't feel bad if you don't want to dress up. As I briefly mentioned before, Disney always has specialty snacks and different treats exclusive to the Halloween party. So make sure when you get there, you'll get in that pamphlet, you'll be able to see where those treats are. And I'm sure on Disney Parks blog, they'll let us know that information soon. And then Disney always has party exclusive merch, and it's always super cute. Mickey Not So Scary Halloween Party with pumpkins and Mickey. I would check both of those items out as I got there, so I know, A, is there any merch that I want to buy in case anything sells out, I could go ahead and buy it, or B, I know what snacks are available, so as I'm walking around the park and I come upon one of those snacks, I can go ahead and get it if I'm ready for my snack. All right, the biggest mistake I think families make at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is they feel like they have to do everything to try to get their money's worth. And honestly, I know this feeling. I feel like that every time I go into Magic Kingdom is like, I spent so much to come here. I need to do everything, and sometimes we forget to just enjoy the experience. I still go back to the most important thing is to discuss with your family what is your top priority. Pick 3 things, maybe 4, and knock those things out. And then that way, at the end of the day, you're like, yes, we got to enjoy this. We got to experience this together. We made memories. So in the end, we did get our money's worth. We may not have got everything done, but we did enjoy our time. When we go, my top priority is seeing the Boo to You parade. We do enjoy watching the fireworks. And then we like thrill rides, so we probably would hit up that Space Mountain in the dark just for the fun of it. And then everything else on that I feel like is just extra magic. All right, is Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party worth it this year? I think families who enjoy Halloween, who loves Mickey, people who love Disney characters, maybe there's an exclusive character that's going to be at the party that they just really want to meet and get their autograph. If you want to be able to dress up in a costume and go to the Magic Kingdom, if you're like me and you really want to see the Boo to You parade, or you just want to go and enjoy the atmosphere, maybe try a few snacks, then I really do think this party is worth it. I would really think about the cost. How does the cost factor into my budget for this trip? Most importantly, would adding this party to your trip significantly stretch your vacation budget? Because keep in mind the tickets can cost up to $229 plus tax per person, depending on the night, which can become a very expensive add-on for some families. So don't buy it just because everyone tells you to. You don't have to go, but if your family is truly gonna go and enjoy it and it's not gonna hurt your budget, then I would absolutely book that ticket. We are not going this year to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, and I think it's worth sharing why we're not attending. It's not because we don't enjoy it, because I think throughout this video you clearly can see how much I enjoy the parade, and I do enjoy the treats and the merch and seeing everything. I love the Halloween atmosphere, and we have a great time every time we go. But at the current ticket prices, there just wasn't enough new things for us to justify paying the cost this year. We're choosing to spend that money elsewhere on a different Halloween experience for our family. So I think that's very important to keep in mind. Something can be really good and still not be worth paying for every year. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party can be an amazing night, but keep in mind you don't have to do everything to get your money's worth. Figure out what's most important for your family, pick your top 3 priorities, have a plan before you arrive, and truly enjoy your time and make those memories. If you're planning a Disney vacation, I also have a video on 5 Disney planning mistakes that can save you money. So I'll make sure to link that in the description box below. And let me know in the comments, are you going to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party this year in 2026? And if you are going, what is the one thing you're most excited about? All right, please make sure to like and subscribe this video because it does help out the channel. And we'll see you in our next video with some more theme park tips and tricks. Bye.